Welcome to Joby, a movie and a bottle of wine.
Hey everybody, it's Joby and Matt and the cat. The cat's over there rolling and tossing around. She's had a great night. We watched movies, we had yummy dinner. She got lots of pets and pats and had her dinner and her kibble and her treats, and life was good for the cat today. Life was good for me with the cat today. We watched some great movies. I tell you what, I could not get out of work fast enough yesterday to get home and watch Tag.
Good luck, everybody else!
I had to come home and tag, man. I was so excited. John Hamm. And the music was awesome. The music was awesome. You're going to love this movie. It was a bunch of guys in it, but John Hamm was my favorite guy. But please watch this. Please watch this. The second movie that I was very excited, if I could have stayed up even later and watched it, I would have watched it after Tag. But I had to get up in the morning and watch it a little later because I got tired. The Book Club. It had Jane Fonda. It had 4 women in it. I can't think of the name of everybody, but you'll love everybody. Don Johnson was Jane Fonda's love interest. They're in a book club, and Jane Fonda gets them into reading 50 Shades of Grey, and then the second edition, and then the third edition. And it is so cute. Murphy Brown is one of them, and oh my goodness, you know this generation of women. They were awesome. The movie was cute. They went into it with high expectations from having read 50 Shades of Grey, and then they realized reality, and they enjoyed their lives, and everybody ended up happy in the end. It was really cute. You will love this movie, The Book Club. I rented one. It was called Ray. Unfortunately, ended up being a cartoon. I didn't finish watching that one. I thought maybe it was a cartoon that led into a movie, but it didn't. I'm sorry. Maybe if you like cartoons, you might like this movie, but I didn't get very far in it. I watched another one. This was very interesting. It was called American Animals. It's a true story. It starts out with 2 guys, and they're going to steal these books from the library that are worth a lot of money. They incorporate another person and then another person. They unsuccessfully steal the books from the library. One of them was, it was a special collection of books. It was in Kentucky. It was at the Transylvania University. Oh, that's something I meant to ask you. There was a Blake Jenner in it. I didn't know if that was somebody who was a Jenner. Matt, if you have the opportunity to look that up. I'm sorry, I totally skipped asking you that. The guys ended up spending 7 years in jail for stealing what little books they got away with and got to do nothing with. They set up a guy a fence, who was supposed to buy the books from them. One of the books was worth like $12 million for the love of God. It had all these pictures of birds in it. I can't remember who did it. And the other movie was, I guess I didn't write that down, but the other book was a very special book. It was a very limited one book thing, you know what I mean? I don't know what these guys were thinking. They were young, they were stupid, they were really high. One of the kids from the show was actually from American Horror Story. The Lobster Boy. I can't think of his name. I'm really not good with names, but he was in it. He was like one of the main characters. And they showed the character, and then they showed the person who was the real person who kind of narrated it. They were like, well, if that's what he said, then that's what happened, and that must be how things happened, and everybody had a different version of how all of it happened, and who was guided into doing things, and who was misled, and it was a hoot. I wouldn't watch it again, though.
You're such a piece of
Anyway, Bleeding Steel. Now I would watch Bleeding Steel again. I love a Jackie Chan movie. I know he produced it. I feel like he wrote it. It was so cute. It had all the fighting, you know, the hoo-yah, hoo-yah, yeah. Oh my God, he kicked some freaking ass. I'm too lazy to do it for real. But it's funny. He also does funny stuff. Like, it's just really silly humor. But it was so good. Bleeding Steel. The last movie that he did, his daughter was killed in an explosion, and he played a much older man. And that was a really good movie, too, because he went and kicked everybody's ass and killed everybody. But he started out, you know, kind of like an older man. But in this one, he's just kicking ass. He's just Jackie Chan kicking ass. It's awesome. The one of the ones that I rented this week was called First Reformed. This is really funny. It had Ethan Hawke in it. He was a preacher. I watched the movie through. I'm not even going to tell this story because you don't go rent it because none of the discs work. I watched it through to like the 13th chapter and it started messing up. So I called them, Redbox. They gave me a free rental. I took it back. Later that evening, I went all the way out to the Kroger, way out past Brandermill, and I was like, you know what, I got this code, I'm going to get it again and see what happens in the end. I was curious. I get to the 13th chapter, and that one, same thing. So, tomorrow when I go to Mom's, I'm going to look on the internet that I don't have, and I'm going to find out if something was wrong with all of the discs. I called to let them know that that one was bad. They told me to return it. They would mark it, you know, and get rid of it. But they wouldn't give me another code for another movie because they said they had already given me one. Well, I can't help that I rented 2 videos and both of them were screwed up. That's not my fault. Anyway, I'll call them later. If not, it was $1.50. Big deal. I had a great week with movies. Very exciting. There were some previews that were very exciting. The Meg. I'm very excited to see that with the great big shark. There's The Nun. That looks pretty damn creepy. I've already mentioned Ocean's 8 with all the chicks in it. That's gonna rock. And an old movie that I saw that I think everybody should revisit was Whiskey Tango Foxtrot. It had Margot Robbie and Tina Fey in it. Tina Fey goes to be a reporter in Afghanistan and runs into Margot Robbie. She has a very interesting adventure. The story is very good. I liked it very much. We had some great wine tonight. We are yet again having my little penguin and enjoying it very much. Cabernet is the best. I went down and bought the last 6 bottles at Fresh to Frozen, so there is no more. There is some more of the Shiraz and the Shiraz Cabernet. I like the Shiraz Cabernet, but it's a little thinner than the Cabernet, so you know, the Shiraz is much thinner, so when you mix them together, that's what you get. It's a happy median. So I'm going to settle for that. When I get 12 bottles, I get a discount, so that always makes it taste better. And, of course, I got to have my Loko. I think my tongue is still blue. Goes with my shirt. I told Matt I'm going to get a Frost because I don't have to worry about going to work tomorrow. It's always fun. It stains my retainer that I wear at night. It stains my tongue and my teeth and my gums and everything for like 2 days. So, haha, I'm off tomorrow. I wish everybody else was. No, I don't, because then I wouldn't get anything done if everybody else was off tomorrow. Anyway, I'm going to enjoy myself. I'm going to get my nails done and go visit my mom and maybe watch another movie if I can find something else. I'm glad you stopped by to see us. I hope you watch the great movies that we watched tonight. It was another one that I saw, but I'm going to add that on to next week. I'm glad y'all came by. Enjoy yourself. Drink a little bit. Watch a little bit. Have a little bit of fun with your friends. Bye, everybody.
Thank you for watching Joby, a movie and a bottle of wine.
I'm off tomorrow.